Well, it's time now for our Sunday specials. Rising inflation and high costs of living in Nigeria are making life difficult for many families, especially those for low incomes. For Ekana Samphil, Calabar, Cross River State, the struggle is even more real as she fights to save her premature baby.
In Nigeria, about 7 million babies are born each year. Out of this number, 262,000 die at birth, while over 400,000 die before their 5th birthday. Fueling this mortality are premature birth asphyxia, sepsis, malaria, pneumonia, and diarrhea. At the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital in Cross River State, one of the Samphil babies dies 3 weeks after he was born preterm. It adds to the number of neonatal deaths this year. His 32-year-old mother is still struggling to care for the other Samphil baby in intensive care.
The 4th of September, I came here to teaching hospital. So I was admitted at gynae ward. They tried to manage the situation for like a week. On the 11th of September, the baby decided to come out. So it was a preterm, extremely low birth weight. Twin 1 was 0.8, then the twin 2 was 0.7. So I gave birth and they were taken to SBU upstairs. They were able to manage them from 0.7. The child now is 1.84 today.
At the time we visited the hospital, we learned that Mr. Samphil had gone out in search of money to settle the hospital bills. The family is yet to settle their bills, although they have been discharged for more than 3 months now.
So the bill is 334,000. So I've spent about 209,000 for oxygen, yes. So this one that is alive, I buy naan, 12,500 every week. So the cost is very high. It's very high for me as a private teacher. Yes, my husband equally is a private teacher. So I need a help.
The cost of healthcare in Nigeria is becoming increasingly unaffordable for many families. The situation is even more dire for those living below $1 per day. Healthcare providers are doing their best to provide quality care, but the lack of funding and resources is a major challenge.
Time comes when you have to go out and get the antibiotics needed for this baby, and the parents don't have the money. It would really be nice if we can actually have station oxygen at all time. That means we won't have any need to have to ask someone to go out for us to get oxygen. If we can have oxygen cylinder station for us, more incubator. Presently, we have just 3 functional incubators. So, and we have more babies, preterm babies, compared to even other units as well.
To reduce child and maternal mortality, a life-saving oxygen gas plant was installed in May 2024 at the Mary Slessor General Hospital in Calabar by UNICEF. Before the plant was sited in Cross River State, health workers traveled to Port Harcourt to get oxygen. The oxygen plant in Calabar can fill up to 135 oxygen cylinders in just 24 hours.
Notice a marked reduction in infant mortality and morbidity when it comes to hypoxia and hypoxemia related illnesses, because oxygen is readily available to meet all the demands since the establishment of this PSA plant.
The question is, if there is a gas plant within a hospital facility, why is the government yet to link the gas plant to health facilities to reduce the cost and time spent in getting oxygen? According to UNICEF, Nigeria leads globally in the number of zero-dose children, with over 2.3 million unvaccinated, a figure the Pediatrics Association of Nigeria say may have risen due to access to quality healthcare facilities across the country. About 20 minutes away from the capital city, we find this spaced-out facility in Akpabuyo local government area. of the state. The clinic is understaffed.
Woman is lying down here. The Botox is that way, and there's no light there. It's until you have a second person. If you are delivering a woman alone, it is difficult.
Is that the case most of the time?
Yes, because we are not many. The staff strength here is low, and as such, you can be on duty alone. And so when you have a woman in labor, you must be alone, and everything is done by you and you alone. So to see that side of the vagina, for you to see and do the exact thing that you're supposed to do, you have to either put your phone inside your mouth and hold it to view well, enable you view the vulva very well, as to do what you are supposed to do.
In Cross River State, 4 out of 18 local government areas have an increased number of zero-dose children. For now, the state's healthcare system needs to mop up 85,000 unvaccinated children in rural communities and internally displaced persons camp.
The reason why we still have zero-dose children in Cross River State is because of the frequent vaccine stockouts. So sometimes we have problem with stockouts where the antigens are not available and leads to missed opportunity where the clients actually come to the facility to get these vaccines, but because of the stockouts. And the reason for this stockout is not that the vaccine is not available. The vaccine is available at the central, but there is usually some logistic problem in bringing down this vaccine to Cross River State.
For UNICEF and government agencies, sustainable development can be achieved through collaborative strategy. Sarah Ayeku, TVC News, Calabar.